Hello guys, welcome back to our anime moment. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Renegade Immortal episode number 464 based on novel. So let's start. Even Wang Lin found it a bit uncomfortable being stared by the nether beast like this. He thought of that poor man that was scared to death twice by the nether beast. That pitiful person was still inside the nether beast's realm, and it was unknown how he was doing. Wang Lin didn't have time to take care of someone he didn't know. His right hand formed a seal and he pointed at the nether beast. The nether beast turned into a ray of ghostly light and flew into his body. It fused with Wang Lin's second star and disappeared. Looking into the distance, looking at the all heaven, Wang Lin had completed the 4 tasks. He had completed some karma and also saw some old friends. Wang Lin could not ask for more and went into the distance with a sigh. The realm inside the nether beast was boundless, it was chaotic and could be big or small. At this moment it was chaotic inside, and the sorry-looking cultivator had been exploring its insides for hundreds of years. That beast was really patient. It waited for hundreds for years, but in the end I couldn't wait any longer and left. However, after the 7-colored realm collapsed, where the hell did I end up? This cultivator was confused and bewildered. He had thought about this for hundreds of years. Damn it, what star domain is this place? I haven't met a single living thing in hundreds of years. Could I be in a spatial rift? I don't believe it. There must be a way out. The old cultivator had encouraged himself like this over the last hundreds of years in order to keep himself sane as he continued to search. In all heaven, there was a blood-stained planet floating among the stars. Among the stars, this planet gave off a monstrous blood light that lit up the area. One could feel its powerful blood aura even with their eyes closed. Wang Lin's figure appeared outside this blood-colored planet. Staring at the blood planet, Wang Lin waved his right hand and his storage space opened. The ancient demon appeared and Wang Lin grabbed its neck. Speak, what secret? The ancient demon was filled with fear and struggle. He quickly said, I'll talk, but you have to let me go. Wang Lin calmly said, if this secret is useful for me, I can give you a chance. Although the ancient demon was scared, he still screamed, a chance isn't enough. If you don't let me go, I won't speak. Even if you search my soul, it is useless. As a member of the ancient demon clan, I have my own method against it. Wang Lin coldly stared at the ancient demon in his hand, but he didn't speak. However, under his gaze, the ancient demon became even more frightened. After a long time, Wang Lin said, if you don't want to speak then forget it. He then moved his right hand. He was about to put the ancient demon back in his storage space. The ancient demon was terrified and screamed, I'll speak. I'll speak. You have to promise that you won't lie to me and give me a chance in the end. Wang Lin frowned and became impatient. The ancient demon felt his heart drop and didn't dare to waste any more time. He quickly said, in this blood planet, there is a spatial rift that only I can open. Inside is an altar that contains a powerful spell. It comes from the ancient celestial realm, and if one is fortunate, they can comprehend the 3-life spell. Once it succeeds, you will have 3 lives. Go open it. Wang Lin waved his right hand and the ancient demon regained his freedom. However, he didn't dare to resist and quickly flew toward the blood planet. Wang Lin's expression was calm as he followed the ancient demon toward the blood planet. The ancient demon was ahead, and there was a hidden trace of coldness in his eyes. When he got close to the blood planet, he pointed at it. The entire blood planet trembled and a giant crack appeared on it. This crack went through the entire blood planet. It was as if someone was slicing the planet with a giant word. As the thunderous rumbles echoed, Wang Lin watched this giant blood planet split down the middle and become 2 half-spheres. Strands of blood covered the area between the 2 half-spheres, enough to distort one's gaze. One could faintly see a 100-feet-long spatial rift in the middle of these endless lines of blood. This spatial rift was like a large mouth with a large amount of restriction sealing the edge so it wouldn't close. The ancient demon respectfully stood there with fear in his eyes and softly said, this is it. These bloodlines contain Yao family blood and also my life essence demonic energy. Unless I'm leading the way, no one can enter. The rift is also very fragile. If one tries to enter by force, it will collapse. Wang Lin's gaze swept past the lines of blood and he slowly said, "Lead the way." The ancient demon quickly nodded and carefully walked forward. Those bloodlines seemed to have noticed him and slowly withdrew to open up a path. Wang Lin slowly followed the ancient demon. The ancient demon was very nervous. He knew that whether he could escape or not all depended on this. The bloodlines gradually retreated and now he was 100 feet from the spatial rift. His tension had reached a peak, but he didn't reveal any of it. The ancient demon stopped outside spatial rift and whispered, "This is the place, the altar is inside." He was waiting for the other to enter, for him to enter, for Wang Lin to enter with him, or even for a slave to enter. No matter what happened, as long as someone entered, it didn't matter who, he was confident in escaping. At this critical moment, the tension in his mind was insanely strong and he couldn't reveal any flaws. Wang Lin looked at the 100-foot rift. He could faintly see an altar inside a pool of blood-colored water. He slowly said, "You're very nervous." The ancient demon's mind trembled and he squeezed out a smile. Before he could speak, he was almost scared out of his wits by what Wang Lin said next. The missing altar of the Sealing Extermination clan from the ancient star system seemed different from this. Wang Lin withdrew his gaze and looked at the ancient demon with a smile. You, the ancient demon revealed a look of disbelief and his heart trembled. He could have never imagined that Wang Lin would already know about this. My patience has its limits. Since I promised you a chance, I won't break my promise. I'll give you one last chance. Take out the real altar. Wang Lin calmly looked at the ancient demon. The more calm Wang Lin was, the more mysterious he looked to the ancient demon. How much does he know? The ancient demon's mind trembled. He couldn't see through Wang Lin's thoughts. However, what Wang Lin said terrified him. Wang Lin slowly said, "I'll give you 3 breaths of time. 1, 2. Just inside the rift, but not the one you see. If you don't believe me, I can go get it for you. Or you can go in with me." The ancient demon was filled with despair, as if he had been seen through and given up all resistance. His face was filled with bitterness. Wang Lin calmly looked at the ancient demon and his voice became cold. "You go inside." The ancient demon's heart trembled and he slowly walked toward the rift. Just as he was about to enter, he seemed to see a trace of mockery in Wang Lin's eyes. Why is he so confident? He dares to let me enter. Could it be that he has placed a restriction on me? Once I enter this rift, he will trigger the restriction and kill me before I can escape. The rift was only 1 step away from the ancient demon, but it felt like it was infinitely far away. His right foot was already in the air, but he hesitated. All of this happened in a flash. As the ancient demon looked at the rift before him, the hesitation disappeared. Just as his right foot was about to fall, he heard a sigh. The ancient demon's mind collapsed. He didn't dare to gamble. If he won, it was unknown if he would live or die. If he lost, he would without a doubt die. If he didn't gamble, there was a sliver of hope. Feeling bitter, the ancient demon withdrew his right foot and retreated a few steps. He reached at the rift and the altar inside collapsed. Then a blood-colored pavilion flew out from the rift. At the same time, the rift closed and quickly disappeared. There are 3 Sealing Extermination clan altars. Each can be found inside the blood pavilion. There is only one here and the other 2 are missing. I hope you keep your promise and give me a chance. The ancient demon smiled wryly and closed his eyes. He didn't know how much Wang Lin knew, but at the last moment he didn't have the courage to gamble. Wang Lin waved his right hand and sealed the ancient demon inside his storage space. He then silently looked at the blood pavilion. He had one too. After a moment of silence, Wang Lin put it away and disappeared among the stars with a step. Wang Lin's mind was like that of a demon, and although the ancient demon was cunning, he was no match for Wang Lin. Wang Lin's actions and speech were all part of a mental battle, and the ancient demon had lost. At the edge of the All-Heaven star system, where it connects with the Cloud Sea star system, Wang Lin appeared. He looked at the void now that the barrier between the two star systems had disappeared. Deoist water. I'll get revenge for the past. Outer Realm, Ancient Star System. The Sovereign Council order was sent all over the star system into every clan and every member of the Ancient Star System. This is the will of the Ancient Celestial Realm. It has been tens of thousands of years and the power of the Sealed Realm has awakened. The third battle against the Sealed Realm will begin. Various clans of the Ancient Star System obey the order of the Sovereign Council to dye the Inner Realm in blood. In the God sect of the Cloud Sea, the head elder, Deoist Water, was sitting at the top of the highest mountain on the planet. He had the appearance of a child as he sat there, and there was a flash of coldness in his eyes. There were 4 mountains around him. If one looked from the sky, they would see that these 5 mountains were like 5 fingers that pierced into the heavens. Like the hand of a giant that wanted to extend out from the planet and crush the world. Looking at the sky, Deoist Water's expression was extremely gloomy and he felt a hint of uneasiness. After feeling Wang Lin's aura, Deoist Water had a bad feeling. Back then, Wang Lin's essences had brought him a great deal of shock. Now that he knew that Wang Lin was back, the shock in his heart was great. In particular, esteemed Ling Dong and Zhu Jin's auras made him restless. He didn't know the truth, but he had a guess. However, this guess was just too shocking, and not even he dared to believe it, he was unwilling to believe it. Damn it, this person's luck is too good. I leaked the news of him going to the Outer Realm to Miao Yin, but he actually came back alive. Deoist Water had a hideous expression and his right hand formed a seal. The world changed colors and the clouds scattered. A cloud flew toward him and turned into 3 cloud cranes. These 3 cloud cranes had domineering auras and spread their wings. They circled around before Deoist Water. Staring at the 3 cloud cranes, Deoist Water clenched his teeth and spat out blood. The blood split into 3 parts and entered each of the cloud cranes before they flew off in 3 different directions. The cranes' cries were heaven-shaking and broke through the world. They disappeared without a trace. Looking at where the cloud cranes disappeared, Deoist Water pondered for a bit and still felt uneasy. His right hand reached at the void and another cloud flew toward him. This cloud turned into 7 jades that floated before him. Holding a jade, killing intent appeared in Deoist Water's eyes. With my status as the head elder of the God sect, I summon all cultivators preparing for battle to set up the 9 heaven destruction formation outside the God sect. He waved his hand and the jade disappeared. He held up the second jade. His expression became ferocious and he sent out a divine sense message. Order from the God sect, all rank 7 sects will quickly go capture all members of the origin sect. Under my order, all members of the origin sect will be killed, not one will be allowed to live. The jade that contained his killing intent disappeared into the world. Deoist Water didn't stop here. He grabbed the 3rd jade. Mu Bingmai, this old man has helped you heal, helped you restore your cultivation, and helped your cultivation level increase. I need you to repay my kindness. I want you to devour that pill and come out to help me. He waved his right hand and the 3rd jade disappeared. Heaven-breaking sect master, come to see this old man and I'll grant you death. If you don't come, the heaven-breaking sect will be wiped out. The 4th jade fused with the world. Tai Eluo, as the king of the fierce beasts, you have already taken human form. You were sealed countless years ago. I can release the seal the Lord of the Sealed Realm placed on you, but you have to kill a person. The 5th jade collapsed and fused with the void with a silver of Deoist Water's will. After Deoist Water had sent out 5 orders in a row, the uneasiness dissipated a bit. However, he still felt uneasy and grabbed the 6th jade. After a moment, killing intent appeared in his eyes. Cloud Sea, Summoned River, All Heaven, and the Alliance. This old man, is this the head elder of the God sect and servant of the Lord of the Sealed Realm? For tens of thousands of years, I have looked after the God sect, and I have achieved great merits in Second War against the Outer Realm. Today, this old man received accurate news that a cultivator from the Alliance named Wang Lin is a pawn of the Outer Realm's sovereign. This person is hidden well and has also obtained my master's treasure from the ancient celestial realm, the heaven-defying bead. He has bewitched the demon sect, but he can't hide from this old man. He has returned from the outer realm with the intent of messing with the inner realm and is a spy for the invading army. Today, this old man is issuing a sealed realm order for my master. All cultivators in the inner realm must kill this person. The one who kills him can obtain the heaven-defying bead. The one who kills him will resolve a calamity for my inner realm. The one who kills this person will become the sect master of my god sect. The one who kills this person can have this old man as a slave for 1,000 years. Deoist Water had a hideous expression and waved his hand. The jade containing his crazy message flew out and disappeared among the stars. You want to kill me, you little bastard? I want to see how you will kill me. Deoist Water picked up the 7th jade and sent out the last divine sense message. Ancient Celestial, my lord's remnant soul has predicted that the outer realm will invade soon, but the sealed realm doesn't have enough power. I fear we will find it difficult to resist. Facing this danger, I hope the Ancient Celestial will descend. Deoist Water formed a seal and spat out a mouthful of blood. He waved his right hand and the blood turned into a blood-colored rune. This jade gave off burst of blood light and charged into the sky. As the blood light flashed, the entire sky was shrouded in it. Even the earth was covered in this blood-colored light. A giant vortex vaguely appeared in the blood-colored sky. It seemed to lead to another world. Deoist Water knelt down and raised his hand to reach out at the sky. His storage space appeared, and with a flash, a tortoise shell appeared in his hand. This tortoise shell contained an ancient aura and was filled with extremely dense celestial spiritual energy. This tortoise is my identity mark. I'm the servant of the Lord of the Sealed Realm. Ancient Celestial, please descend and bestow a treasure. Deoist Water knelt on the ground while raising up the tortoise shell. Roars came from the blood-colored sky and a gaze appeared from the vortex. It slowly stared at the tortoise shell Deoist Water had raised up. Cultivator of the lower realm, this tortoise is indeed a treasure from the Lord of the Sealed Realm. I'll give you a treasure. Take this and fuse it with the realm sealing formation and it can stop the invasion for 100 years. 100 years should be enough for several messengers to awaken, so there will be no problem. As the majestic words came from the vortex in the blood sky, a golden treasure descended. This was a bell, a golden bell. As it descended, the crisp sounds of a bell ringing echoed across the sky. Remember, it is extremely important to integrate this with the realm sealing formation to delay for 100 years. For these 100 years, the ancient celestial realm will be completely sealed and not give you any help. The bell slowly arrived before Deoist Water. Deoist Water waved his hand and the golden bell arrived before him. He revealed a look of ecstasy as he grabbed the bell. Thunderous rumbles echoed in his mind and he formed a connection with this bell. The blood color in the sky gradually dissipated and the sky slowly restored to normal. He grinned and stood up and muttered, "The item that old thing left sure is useful. With the treasure from the ancient celestial realm, I want to see how that Wang Lin can kill me. After I kill Wang Lin, I can exchange this bell for great merits. The sovereign will give me boundless Joss flames." As for fusing the bell with the realm sealing formation to stall for 100 years, Deoist Water never intended to do such a thing. In the summoned river star system under the lightning celestial realm, there was a large vortex. This vortex had existed for a long time and was a forbidden land in the summoned river. Any cultivator that got close would be sucked in and trapped inside. Deep within the vortex, there was a cultivation planet. This planet wasn't large and was completely black. There was a large amount of swamps on this planet and they were filled with poison gas. The whole planet was swamp and mud, and deep within the planet sat an old man in black. This old man had a hideous expression and there were many poison bumps on his face. Traces of black gas arose from the swamp and were inhaled by this old man. Just at this moment, the old man suddenly opened his eyes, revealing a cold and indifferent gaze. At this moment, smoke appeared before him and turned into a cloud crane. Calling fellow cultivator Judah. I'm willing to gift you a rank 6 Dao spirit if you help me once. Deoist Water's voice came from the cloud crane and echoed inside the planet. The old man in black's eyes lit up. He raised his hand and grabbed the cloud crane, then he began to ponder. Deoist water is always stingy. To give this old man a rank 6 Dao spirit to help, I wonder what kind of enemy he encountered. Helping once is fine. In the summoned river, on a half-abandoned planet in one of the mortal capitals, there was a pawn shop, and the owner was a gentle-looking middle-aged man. Although he looked gentle, everyone knew that this middle-aged man would haggle for every penny. On this day, he was sitting inside his pawn shop while holding a jade in his hand. While carefully looking at it, he was carefully observing the person that had come in to sell. The middle-aged man rolled his eyes and embarrassingly said, "This is not a good jade." "Shopkeeper, this is." The middle-aged man frowned. Just as he was about to speak, his expression changed and he looked outside. 12 pieces of silver. The middle-aged man's eyes lit up and he took out 12 pieces of silver to hand over to the surprised customer. After he left, he pointed at the air. A cloud crane appeared before him. Calling fellow cultivator Master Cloud Edge. "I'll give you the Lord of the Sealed Realm stop spell if you help me once." Deoist Water's voice echoed inside the middle-aged man's mind. The man's eyes lit up as he rubbed his chin and began to ponder. Stop spell. Interesting, interesting. In the rank 9 region of the Cloud Sea, the Ghost Sect. The Ghost Sect was extremely mysterious within the Cloud Sea, and their disciples rarely went out. At this moment, there was an old man in closed-door cultivation inside the Ghost Sect. This old man was wearing a green robe, his expression was gloomy, and he was surrounded by ghostly flames. This made him look extremely gloomy. Just as he was cultivating, he suddenly opened his eyes and looked ahead. Smoke appeared and turned into a cloud crane. Ghost Sect's Great Void, I'm willing to give 500 million yin and yang disciples to the Demon Sect if you act once. At the same time, Deoist Water's 6th Jade set off a monstrous wave inside the inner realm. All the powerful cultivators in the 4-star systems that were preparing for battle received the information in the Jade. Some were familiar with his name and some had just heard it for the first time, but his name instantly spread across the inner realm. The heaven-defying bead had reappeared. This matter was enough to make anyone who knew go crazy. At this critical moment of preparing for the war, Deoist Water had moved everyone's hearts. Who could continue to prepare for war? Although most people didn't know about the heaven-defying bead, the other 3 things Deoist Water had promised were enough to move them. Deoist Water's words were filled with righteousness. Wang Lin was the dog of the outer realm, so it was right to kill him. The message also contained Wang Lin's appearance. Although it was from hundreds of years ago, it was enough for others to recognize him. Very few people knew Wang Lin. The disbelief of a few people was insignificant against this movement. In the summoned river star system, on a planet filled with spiritual energy, there was a mountain that pierced the clouds. At the top of the mountain sat a woman in purple. Her body was illusory and you couldn't see her appearance. Her silk-like hair extended to her waist and scattered down. She originally had her eyes closed, but at this moment she slowly opened her eyes. Her eyes were as bright as the stars, but there was a hint of gloominess within them. Wang Lin. The Sovereign's Pawn. In Summoned River, there was a man wearing green moving through the stars. He had a lazy look and he was yawning. He muttered as he moved. That thing Uncle Master mentioned should be in Summoned River, but where exactly is it? Just at this moment, the middle-aged man's expression changed as if he had felt something, and a strange expression appeared on his face. Isn't this Wang Lin, that little fellow from back then? Interesting, interesting. In the Alliance star system, in the sealed rain celestial realm, Qing Lin opened his eyes. After pondering for a moment, he carefully recalled his time with Wang Lin. After a long time, there was a sliver of coldness in his eyes and his right hand reached out. The rain celestial realm rumbled and drops of rain gathered toward Qing Lin. Soon, they condensed into a token made of rain. This scene disturbed Sichu Nan. The moment he opened his eyes, he seemed to hear something. His expression suddenly changed and he was filled with anger. Damn it, what kind of bastard dares to say my brother is spy? This old man gave him the heaven-defying bead, doesn't that to say I'm a spy as well? What bastard dared to say this? I'm not going to let him go. Situ Nan stood up in anger. Qing Lin's gaze swept past Situ Nan and he shouted, "Sit down. Teacher will deal with this. Also, that Deoist water isn't a bastard, he is the slave of my teacher." Situ Nan stared at Qing Lin, but he wasn't shaken by Qing Lin's words but sneered. "Although you are my teacher, he is my brother. I know everything about him. I helped him step onto the path of cultivation. He helped awaken you and you still don't believe in him. It's not that teacher doesn't believe." But that sovereign, Qing Lin, had a complicated expression, and after a moment of silence, he sent out a divine sense message in the rain token. "Wang Lin is my disciple. Who dares to hurt him?" This divine sense spread out from the rain celestial realm and spread out across the alliance. It continued to spread out endlessly. In the cloud sea, in the valley the man in red was in, Master Lu Fu was also there. He respectfully stood there with the people of the demon sect. The man in red carefully listened to Master Lu Fu. Although he was calm, there was a flash of coldness in his eyes. What a good seven-colored realm! What a good sovereign! However, just at this moment, everyone in the valley heard the divine sense message from the god sect that had spread across the inner realm. Impossible! Wang Lin would never become the sovereign's pawn. Back then, the Lord of the Sealed Realm personally said to let Wang Lin lead the inner realm to resist against the invasion. Master Lu Fu and the sect master of the demon sect's expression suddenly changed. The coldness in the eyes of the man in red became even stronger and he revealed a smile. Master Hongshan didn't want to waste his cultivation before the war. But since he is courting death... Eh? The man in red looked into the distance, and the coldness in his eyes was slowly replaced with admiration. Since that little fellow has gone himself, let's see how good the Lord of the Sealed Realm's judgment is. After all, it's their own internal affair. In the rank 7 region of the Cloud Sea, the branches of the God sect charged out toward the Origin sect that had lived in peace for hundreds of years. The Origin sect couldn't resist at all and soon all the members were captured. They were quickly transported to the rank 9 God sect. The God sect only needed to send out one order and these disciples would kill everyone in the Origin sect. Lu Yanfei was among everyone, but she remained silent and was very calm. She had speculated long ago that this day might come, but she felt no regrets. Not only her, but everyone in the Origin sect felt the same. Without Lu Zihao or without Wang Lin, there would be no Origin sect today. Inside the heaven-breaking sect, the sect master dragged his old body out and looked at the sect with a complicated expression. Then he gradually calmed down and flew toward the God sect. Inside the God sect, Mu Bingmai opened her eyes inside the formation. She then waved her jade-like hand. A pill appeared in her hand. Deoist water had helped her restore her cultivation hundreds of years ago, but the price was to take this pill at the appropriate time. Mu Bingmai always kept her promises. She looked at the pill for a long, long time. Under Deoist water's order, the disciples of the God sect quickly gathered toward the God sect. All transfer arrays opened for them to return in a short period of time. More than 10,000 disciples had gathered. These 10,000 disciples gathered and began to form the 9 Heaven Destruction formation that was originally prepared for the battle against the Outer Realm. In the Cloud Sea Star system, Wang Lin moved forward with a monstrous chill in his eyes. He didn't know what Deoist water was doing, but he had clearly heard the divine sense message in the 6th jade. Wang Lin pondered as he moved, and the killing intent building up inside him became stronger and stronger. As he moved forward, his killing intent almost became solid and turned to frost. At first the frost was only 10,000 feet wide. Even the fog around him crackled and was frozen. After killing Deoist water I'll have some peace. Wang Lin stepped forward while remaining calm. However, there was a heaven-shaking storm hidden under this calmness. He had to kill Deoist water. There was no intent of refining him into a salve. Some people were not worthy of being a slave, they could only be killed. Everything that happened and everything that Li Qianmai had done for him was all due to Deoist water. If he hadn't gone after Wang Lin's heaven-defying bead, none of those things would have happened. As Wang Lin moved forward, the killing intent coming from his body was monstrous. The 10,000 feet area of frost had become 100,000 feet. All the fog that got close to him turned to ice. Looking from afar, everywhere Wang Lin passed turned into a world of ice. He didn't have a water essence, so he couldn't form real ice. However, he had the heart of a killer and the need for revenge. In his life, he always adhered to the principle that as long as others don't offend him, he wouldn't offend them, but if they offended him, he would kill them. Just like the 9 drops of blood he had condensed before Master Lu Fu, those 9 drops of blood contained Wang Lin's principle in life. He wasn't a noble gentleman nor a shameless villain. He was not straightforward and upright, nor was he sinister and despicable. He was Wang Lin, and he only hoped to not do anything he couldn't live with in this world. If anyone dared to defy that principle, then he would kill. 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 As he moved through the cloud sea, the frost continued to expand until it was 50,000 feet, 100,000 feet wide. Ice was everywhere, freezing the star system. Wang Lin charged toward the depths of the cloud sea, where the rank 9 god sect was located. As he charged, Wang Lin's killing intent went through a strange change. This change happened unknowingly and no one knew how it changed. This change caused a sliver of essence to appear inside his killing intent. Slaughter essence. Everything in this world could become essence, but the slaughter essence was extremely difficult to form. It wasn't just killing a lot, the bizarre change required was something that others still hadn't comprehended yet. As Wang Lin stepped forward, he moved faster and faster. Cracking sounds echoed as he froze everything and entered the depths of the cloud sea. The rank 9 region. With one step, all the fog in the rank 9 region rumbled and turned into ice. Wang Lin's body appeared outside the god sect. Deoist water. His cold voice was heaven-shaking and spread across the cloud sea like thunder. You have colluded with the outer realm and rebelled against your lord. Back then, the lord of the sealed realm couldn't bear to kill you, but I came here on the order of the lord of the sealed realm to kill his slave on his behalf. Wang Lin's voice was like the might of the heavens and shook the world. This battle had too many people watching. This battle had the divine senses of countless powerful cultivators watching, and the will of many third-step cultivators arrived. This battle would make Wang Lin famous in the inner realm. This video will end here.